What's good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Queen Lika. I'm back again with another banger video. So guys, you're welcome. Hope you're doing good. If it's your first time here, welcome to the family. Please remember to subscribe, share with your friends, and drop a comment. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos, and I appreciate you guys. Without you guys, I wouldn't have been here. So yeah, thank you. So guys, today I decided to do a very informative video. So I am at work. It's not very busy, and then I was just reading through some magazine, and I found very interesting tips. So I really want to share with you these tips. So these tips, as you can see from the title, it's tips and tricks on how to travel in Zambia. So I put up a little bit of I jot down some notes. They're right here. So you're gonna be seeing me looking down. I don't know if I put it like this or I put it behind. I think let me put it behind the camera like that. Yeah. So yeah, I want to talk about tips and tricks on how to travel in Zambia in 2022. Okay, yeah, so let's roll the intro and let's go. Yeah, so as you know, guys, traveling to a different country can be so stressful in terms of understanding the rules and regulations at the border, the government offices, and maybe the airport. So I'm gonna talk about that anyway. Yeah, so money exchange can also be another barrier that if you're traveling from another country, if you're traveling from country to country, it's actually difficult for you to understand the currency and the language as well. Like, the language is another barrier. So I'm gonna share with you how you're supposed to travel in Zambia in 2022. Sorry, like when I'm talking, I have to do that. So yeah, and you're not supposed to worry because I am here to help you. Okay, so the first so I'm actually going to share 4 tips, but I've put one extra one for you guys, so you have to wait up to the end of this video so that you see what that tip is actually. What's the last tip that I've put actually. So here are the 4 tips and tricks. So guys, point number 1 is you have to make a friend or 2. The moment you feel settled in your hotel room or lodge, get out and make friends, some Zambian friends, whether you're traveling alone or with family or with friends. It is important to have a local friend too. This way, moving around the country is easier and stress-free. Make sure to make a friend that you can trust during your stay here. Don't worry, we are all friendly and trustworthy people. There is nothing more pleasing to Zambians than seeing a smile on someone's face once we've helped them. And point number 2 is you have to get a SIM card. So in case you did not know, a SIM card is actually a chip that you put in your phone to access either internet or Zambian network. And yeah, so in Zambia, connecting to Wi-Fi may be a bit tricky because it's not all the places that you're going to check in that have internet. So you're really supposed to get into using your Facebook, your WhatsApp, and what. So you're supposed to get yourself an Airtel, MTN, or Zamtel SIM card. These are actually local carrier services, and buy internet bundles or caller minutes. Having a Zambian buddy also is actually a very good idea because this person is actually going to help you buy bundles, insert your SIM card, and maybe advise you on which mobile service you can actually go for, because nowadays I feel like okay, I use Airtel myself from my SIM card for calling and all that, but I use a Zamtel a router. Like I use Zamtel bundles for network. For internet I use Zamtel. So you really have to, once you make a friend, ask them which network provider is actually best for you to use. Yeah. And then the trick number 2 is that in Zambia you have to use public transport. So in Zambia, public service can either be a wonderful experience or a dreadful one, depending on your preference. It is no secret that Zambia's main mode of transport is road transport. Like, we just hit the road, okay? So which ones should you really use to make your trip easy and maneuver around? In places like Livingstone, you really do not need a bus, because there are no there are no main buses there. The main buses are actually the small buses that you use from one point to another. So in Livingstone, we don't have those. We only have taxi or cabs or Ubers. Now they are called Ubers. Yeah. So and that's a best mode and slightly cheaper than a shuttle service. In places like Lusaka, where I am here, it being a capital city of Zambia, using taxis, cabs or Ubers and minbuses make movements a little bit easier and cheaper than shuttles. So with minbuses, they have more than one stop, and taxi cabs have one-stop movements. Depending on how quickly you want to reach your destination, I suggest you use a taxi or an Uber. Yeah. I'm sure I do not know how to talk, so I'm trying my level best to explain and read what I wrote on my paper. Yeah. And point number 4 is you have to keep all your important things safe. So this is an obvious point. It comes as no shock that you need to keep all your belongings safe from theft or damage anywhere in the world. However, anything can be snatched from your possession even as you are walking. Yeah, even as you are walking. So a little pouch or a funny backpack would do you well in keeping your credit cards, phone, cash, chargers, passport, and other necessary documents, important documents, as you move in these towns. So you have at least you have them within your eyesight. In certain hotels and lodges around Zambia, leaving your bag by the pool or by the restaurant can certainly be recovered without any commotion. However, leaving a bag on the bus or in the mall will cause you serious stress and difficulties in finding it. And lastly, guys, you really have to download Google Maps. So Google Maps is a single-handedly one of the most important apps we should have on our phones. This will be necessary during your visit in Zambia, as we have services that require the use of Google Maps. For example, there is a taxi service called Ulendo, and now, okay, it's not only Ulendo. Now we have My Ride app. There's one that I usually see. It's got a yellow logo. I've just forgotten the name. So, for example, we have Ulendo and My Ride that locates you and picks you up and takes you where you want to go, just like an Uber or a Lyft. And just like that, Google Maps comes in. So Google Maps is also good if you need a quick look at where you intend to go with the cab driver. It also helps you to keep track of your own movements. You know that, okay, I came from south and now I have to go to the east. And you will really find traveling inside Zambia 10 times easier, like 10 times, guys, easier if you have this app trust me. I also use this app, especially when I'm driving out of town. Like I know, like some towns you can just end up by the river and then your journey will be done. You will have to go back because it will actually lead you to another destination. Yeah, but I really enjoy using Google Maps, even just here in town. Whenever I'm finding a place, I'm going to the hospital, I'm going to a very new restaurant, I use Google Maps. So yeah, those are actually the tips that you can use, guys. If you have any other tips that you can add to the ones that I've already mentioned, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Remember to subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah, let's grow together. I hope this video is informative and you're going to be helped by it, and you will actually come visit Zambia. So thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. Remember to subscribe, share with your friends, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this video. So it's hard for me to actually talk about things. I really have to jot them down and write. It's actually difficult for me. So yeah, peace guys.